I thought when we didn't foul, I thought our defense was pretty good. And then in the second half, we did a better job, only 3 turnovers, and then we executed. It was great to see Ithiel step up and start making some shots. That's something that we've seen a lot in practice. And hopefully this is a game that gets him going. It gives us a different weapon, when he's shooting the ball and playing with confidence like that. So for him to do that in his first ACC game on the road was big time. I thought Aldis was terrific. He was a steady guy for us. We were in a lot of foul trouble in the first half. I thought John Hughley in the first half was terrific. Gave us a presence down low. Was able to score, was able to draw some fouls. I thought Femi played really well. Got extensive minutes with us being at point guard. Foul trouble at the point guard position. I thought he came in and did a really good job of running our offense. So we defended them well. For the game, I think they were 32%. And for us, we were 48%. Teams have been shooting about 35% against them. And so we were obviously able to make some shots. So proud of our team to be able to come on the road and get this win. And now we have to move on to the next play.
Jeff, how much can you see Ithiel's confidence increase over the course of a game like that? Where he's scoring points and finally knocking down some shots, especially in quick succession there.
Yeah, I think anytime you can see the ball go through the basket, that gives you confidence. That makes you believe in yourself a little bit more. We believe in him. His teammates believe in him. Ithiel has to believe in Ithiel, and his teammates were so excited to see him. Again, we've seen it. We've seen him run off, points like that and shots like that in practice. And it was good to see that happen in a game.
Jeff, go ahead, Jim.
What does it say for your team that, Xavier and Justin really didn't do a lot of the scoring tonight and you were able to find other people to step up?
Yeah, again, we think we have more talent and guys have, when opportunities present themselves, they have to be ready. It was great to have Nike out there today. And as he, continues to get in game shape, you saw he got us going with a 3, but, you saw the rust. He hadn't played the game since, early March. But he's going to be really good for us, and that gives us another weapon. Again, I thought Noah's minutes were really, really good for us, in the first half. And we have more options. We have more guys that can do stuff, but we need Xavier and Justin to be able to be in the game, not be in foul trouble, and to be good players for us.
Jeff, with Ithiel, it seems like, again, like he comes in, he hits one shot, and then he starts hitting several. You talked about earlier this week about how you're going to trust him to keep hitting those, to keep taking those shots. Did you feel like there was better shot selection once he got started, or did you feel like, hey, you comfortable with where he was shooting from even when he missed his first couple?
As long as he takes good shots, I'm okay with it. If he doesn't take a good shot, and that's for anyone, I let them know. I don't mind. Look, you're going to miss. There's not a perfect player. But if it's a good shot and it's our shot, then we live with that. And, the thing we've talked to our guys about, especially guys that we think are good shooters, a good shooter has to have convenient amnesia. If you're missing and you're taking good shots, then you have to be able to forget about it and feel like that if you get going, you make one, then that's going to get you going. Ithiel's a kid that can shoot, and he works. He's gotten in the gym and done extra stuff here recently. And so it's good. It's good, especially after the first half when he didn't play as well and didn't play as much. I thought he was terrific in the second half.
But you're able to go 12 deep tonight. You played 12 guys. Is that something that you counted on being able to do tonight, or was that kind of a surprise that you were able to rely on so many guys so deep into your bench?
It was a surprise. I don't go into it thinking I'm playing 8, 9, 10, 12, or whatever. For me, I coach on feel how the game is going. I watch everything. I watch guys in shoot around. I watch them in walk through. I obviously in practice. And sometimes you can tell when someone's ready. You can tell when someone's not into it. In shoot around, you can. So for me, I watch all that stuff. And I make my decisions based on feel. So I didn't come into it all.
Jeff, what are the biggest, I know it's only been, I guess, 6 games now, but over that time in games, what are the biggest improvements that you've noticed from John? I know with a freshman big man, it can, I feel like the adjustment's tougher for them than it is guards or wings. What are the biggest strides you've noticed from him?
Well, I think he's getting in better shape. That's a big thing for him. He's got to get in elite level shape. That's the very first thing. And then have an understanding of exactly what it is that we're trying to do and to figure out his strengths and play to his strengths within that. I thought he did a really good job of that in the first half. He posted hard. He took up space. He caught it. He finished. He shot faked. He was a presence down there. But he's got to do that over and over. He's got to be able to do that over and over. And I think as he gets in better shape and has a better understanding of what it is this team needs from him, then he'll start to grow and become the player that we think he can be.
Jeff, overall as a team, what's led to your better rebounding as a group?
Well, I think we are a little bit older. We're a little bit bigger. We're a little bit more athletic. We have a little bit more depth. We've worked on it. I'm not saying we didn't work on it before, but we've tried to emphasize it even more every day in practice, and it's helped us. But we know going forward is something we're going to have to continue to do. Finishing a possession means coming up with the basketball, and when we can do that, that gives us a chance to get out in transition. We think we can be a good team in transition. Now we have to value the ball more. We have to make better decisions with the basketball. But if we can continue to rebound, we think that's an element of our game in transition that can continue to grow and become better.
Jeff, you got a lot of usage out of your freshmen in this game. Femi, Noah, John, and Will. Between the four of them in the first half, they had about 40 total minutes added up. What can you say about their performance and just how they were able to keep this game in control, even while you put all four of them on the court at the same time with either X or Adis running with them?
Yeah, those guys are talented, and we need them to be good players. We need them to grow up very, very quickly. And the 2 times we've been on the road, they've done some really, really good things in difficult situations. I thought they gave us really good minutes. I thought they got a little tired in the first half from playing those extensive minutes. And I thought when we got tired, we got sloppy and we got soft. And they took advantage of it. And the one thing about players, especially guys that are older, guys that are non-freshmen, they can see it. And when they see it, they pounce on it. And that's what Miami did. They took advantage of our fatigue, of our youth. And when we were up 8 in the first half, right away, they came back and they cut it where we had a chance to really extend the game. We allowed our fatigue. And so that's why for them, one of the big things for those guys and really for everyone, like extra work is not punishment. That's one of the things that can happen with the young kid is, you practice hard, but then, a coach is, hey, let's do some extra. Let's do 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes they can look at that as it's not punishment. Like we're trying to help you get better because we need you. And those guys stepped up and did some good stuff for us.
Coach, you've mentioned a couple times this season that you guys are still searching for an identity as a team. Do you feel like throughout this winning streak that you've gotten closer to finding that identity?
Well, we've been pretty good defensively. We've rebounded the basketball pretty well. So I think that right there is the identity right now. We have to be better offensively. We have to value the basketball more. That's something that has been really disappointing that we really have to correct as we move forward.
Jeff, at the under 16 timeout, Miami had a 35-34 lead. Then, Xavier, Justin, and John, I think all had 3 fouls at that point. Then you guys come back on a 19-2 run. What can you say about the rest of the guys stepping up then with Justin and Xavier being in foul trouble? And then do you think that's something you can build on going forward if those guys have an off night?
Yeah, I hope it's something that we can build on. We have to build on everything. I didn't like the way we started the second half. We started okay defensively and we came, but after we got up, we just started doing things that were not good things. The shot selection, the not executing, and things like that. And I was really, really angry. I was really angry at our group, and I let them know that during that timeout, and they responded in a big, big time fashion. And I credit all of them, but I really credit Audis Tony with that because he got them together. He's been the steady guy for us, and it's been really cool to watch his growth as a player and as a leader. And from that point on, guys did a really good job of we defended, but then we came down and we executed. And when we executed, we got good looks. And I'll live with if we get a good look and we run our stuff right, I'll live with the results of that because I think there'll be positive results. So thank you,
Jeff,
guys.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead. I'll answer one more. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to ask with Audis, you mentioned how, he was hurt up with Keontae and the news from that over the weekend. Have you talked to him more about that as the week has gone on with hearing that, he's doing better?
He knew a lot that was going on because he talked to his mom, and on Sunday, there was a little bit of brain activity. And so Keontae's mom FaceTime Audis, so to put the phone right there so he could communicate with them. They were trying to do that. And he knew kind of the plan going forward. And so we actually talked about it yesterday. He was in really good spirits about, the prognosis, where everything is. We need everyone to continue to pray for the kid, pray for the family, pray for Florida and the players and the coaches. It seems like this thing has turned in a positive way. We want to continue, for that to happen. From everything that I know about Keontae, he's a great young man, not a good young man, a great young man. And you hate to see that happen to anyone. And my heart goes out to him and his family, to Mike White, their staff, those players, everyone involved there, because that's a parent's worst nightmare. It's a coach's worst nightmare. It's a teammate's worst nightmare. And really glad that it seems like things are turning for the positive. So
thanks for your time, Coach.